My name is Lauren Moore, and I'm the Children's Ministry Director here at Spring Run, and I'm going to share with you my gospel story. So, part of sharing my gospel story is how has God met me recently. And for me, it's been in the last year, my dad was diagnosed. My dad was diagnosed with cancer, a very rare and aggressive type of cancer. And it was actually the end of last October, so just about a year ago. And just from the beginning, it was not good. He was just not going to get better, and that was very clear. But he fought. And he died in July 11th, so just about 3 months ago. And God has met me over and over and over. There have been so many times in life that I've been able to encourage other people and send other people scripture and help them walk through their difficulties. Particularly Psalm 34:18 that states God is close to the brokenhearted. And I've walked through a lot of difficult things in my adulthood, but I've never lost an immediate family member. And so this verse just took on new meaning for me, and it helped me really understand how close God is in the midst of grief and loss and feeling overwhelmed. And some of the things that surfaced for me in this time was like, why now? Both of my parents had just retired a few years earlier. My kids are 8, 6, and 5, and like doing all kinds of fun things. My youngest sister's triplets just turned a year old, and they have an 11-year-old whose adoption story is unfolding. And my middle sister's like right at the height of all these things in her career, and so it's just like, why now? And God just pressed upon my heart that it's not my job to question their creator. It's my job to lean into his promises, and I can find his promises in his word. And the day that my dad died, I remembered thinking, what is going to happen to my mom? And almost immediately my mind was flooded with scripture that mentions orphans and widows, and that those are, just like everyone else, the beloved of God. And so I knew that while I had these questions and concerns, that my mom was going to be taken care of, not even thinking materialistically, but like spiritually. I knew that God was going to take care of her because his word said so. And so, yeah, God has just met me over and over and over by comforting me through his word. Just being able to open scripture and continuously read his word that is encouraging and enlightening and reveals his character and nature over and over and over again. And so that's my gospel story, that God has just met me continuously in a season that has been hard, and it's still hard, but he's still there.